and thank you very much for joining us today on the Future Print Tech Fest. And I am very pleased, and actually it's quite an honour to have Michael de Florian from Durst with me, all the way from Sardinia. Good morning to you, Michael.
Good morning, Fraser. It's a pleasure to have the conversation with you.
Yes, thank you very much for joining us. I'm sorry to disturb. We're disturbing your holiday, your vacation, but you've very kindly said that you're happy to do a short presentation for us. And this is going to be an interesting one because really this just opens up the story from Durst about enhancing peak performance within their customers and prospective clients. And so I'm very interested to hear this. Michael, I was just reading your kind of profile, a bit of background on you. Business Unit Manager for Durst Software and Solutions. You joined Durst in 2018, I believe, and previously you were working in leading positions at BMW for projects on digital business models. So it quite interesting and educated at University of Munich and graduating with a PhD. So, you know, an excellent previous experience, and now with Durst.
Yeah, that's right. So I collected quite a lot of experience in changing models by BMW because they had basically the same challenge. They were a couple of years ago a pure car manufacturer and then transformed to a mobility provider. And with this experience made, I will try to bring the same approach also in Durst. So that's how we evolved for being famous for high-performance printers and now for high-performance business solutions for our customers.
Exactly that. And that's what we're going to talk about, or you're going to talk about today. As I said, pleased that you could join us from your villa, beautiful villa, it looks like, and the sun is shining in Sardinia. So thank you very much for joining us. So you're going to do a short presentation, and then you and I will just have a chance to have a little chat at the end. I'm going to share the presentation now. So over to you.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Fraser. Yeah, in this session, we will talk about Durst from the pixel to output strategy and our approach, how to help our customers to achieve peak performance in their business. If you change the slide, please. Durst is known as a pioneer and leading manufacturer of high-end digital printing systems across multiple industries. And our printers are famous for their performance. And performance, that's not only about printing speed and print quality, that's at least equally important are the stability and reliability of the printers, the flexibility in handling, and the possibility of automation. And all together ensures that the printer gets the maximum out of this of the equipment. And now the digitalization of productions and striving for perfection and innovative, I think that's always been core of the DNA of Durst. And so we always are thinking about what's coming next. And with this pixel to output strategy, we introduced also software products to the entire portfolio of Durst. And now we expanded the scope from peak performance to printers to solutions for helping our customers to achieve peak performance for their business. And this means we are also considering, besides, of course, our hardware printer, the processes before the printer and after printing, along all the departments in a typical print shop, and also from order intake or the order creation to shipment. That's basically the new scope we are following with the pixel to output strategy. And of course, the question is, how can we master the challenges of today? Because we see two main topics, basically, digitalization and the profitability and how can we differentiate in consolidating markets. So the market environment is getting more and more complex. And the biggest pain or the biggest burden in digitalization, in my opinion, are the processes. We often see a lot of limited system, and often production seems to be more art and craft than a smart factory, basically. And the question is here, how can we automate as much as possible and create space for creative and value-adding activities for our customers? The next one is, if you want to go for digitalization, that's a change process, and it has a lot to do with the people involved in a print shop. And so here's the question: how can we enable the operators and the entire company to work as efficient as possible? The third one is that we often see really fragmented IT landscapes with a lot of different tools, each separately selected from the departments. And this results in a lot of silos, different system, loosely coupled. The overall system is quite complex, and it's hard to reach the best results by optimizing only parts of the processes. And so the question is, how can we reduce the complexity and allow our our customers to focus on their core competences, and they are not struggling with limited and complex IT systems. And the next thing, if you master the digitization, I think the next is how can you making more profit and being different to the competitors. And there also, if you go to the next slide, it's also the processes you have to, we talked about that, you have to go over that to get the efficiency. And also the customer expectation is really changing. We have a lot of experience in our daily work with the consumer world, and if you interact with Apple or Amazon or something like that, this heavily influenced your expectation also in the B2B world. And here's also how to evolve and to pivot and to adapt to this changing market and customer needs. And to address these challenges and to achieve peak performance for our customers, we introduced a holistic approach. So it's a 360 business solution approach we are following. We call it the smart factory approach, and there we look for production line automation, the hardware we come from, how to push the productivity in production. Then we look how we can end-to-end digitize and automate the processes for efficient and also error-free production. And then we look further also to the customer, and there we try how can we make the customer experience as smooth and as good as possible, so that we also have differentiation in this consolidating markets. And the fourth aspect, sorry, Fraser, you're too fast, two sides back.
Sorry.
one side back. Yeah, and the fourth point is, if you digitize everything, that customer touch points, the processes, production itself, then you get a lot of data. And with this data, we provide the tool set to bring our customers into control of their business, so that they can analyze the data and optimize production and their business. Now, Fraser, to the next one. Thank you. I think if you go for digitization, for creating a smart factory, there's not one rule that fits to all. You have every customer is on a different way on the path, has different situation, and for that we try to create a fully scalable approach that fits from startup to the enterprises, and you can start wherever you are on the path, and we will help you to evolve and to digitize and to implement a smart factory. So what's basically our offer? We are known for the high-end printing equipment. Now all printers are equipped with dedicated software, so that the customer can start production immediately and has also the full control of the printer with the analytics we provide. And in addition, we provide features for automation, for streamlining the production, for example, end-to-end data handling from order intake to printing. And the next step is then a complete thanks. A complete integration with the infrastructure of the printer, so that you can have really end-to-end digitized process from online design, online ordering of the product to shipment, and also includes also the digitalization of the touch point to the customer, so you can serve your customer better. and to make this implementation as easy and successful as possible for our customers, we not only provide software products, we always try to provide a solution. That means that the software is coming with the accompanying consultancy, implementation services, and professional service. So now, Fraser, I bring you a couple of examples to make it a little bit more concrete what we are talking about. So the first one is of a customer that was during the Corona crisis. That shows quite good how entrepreneur spirit and the right tools at hand, how you can really fast and quick adapt to market and trends. There was a customer basically selecting our offering for printing cutouts. That filled the stadiums by thousands. So we had several customers. One of them printed 10,000 within a few weeks. And to do so, he created an online presence for online ordering tools where the fans just could take a selfie by phone, placing the order, and then it was produced and shipped and installed at the stadium. Here you can see a good example. But so also the biggest sports events in the States, just a difficult time, or at least some cutouts were present following the sports event, not only in front of the TV screen. Mm-hmm. I think it's a good example to show how with the right tools that you can really enter fast the market.
Yeah, it's a great example. It's a great example.
The other one is about automation. We have several installations already where we have a complete automated process from order intake to shipment. And if the order is placed here, and you can see the screen of our ERP system, you can automate. The customer can place the order, and you don't need any manual touch points anymore from order intake over pre-press to the machine. And so customer feedback was that with this way of working, they reduced the PDF flow from pre-press to machine from hours to a few minutes. And beside the efficiency in speeding up the process is also that you get rid of all this human-introduced errors in the process. So that's about error-free production and automation at that side. And so we have customers that they produce thousands of print files without any manual interventions. And that's quite impressive to see, and also get the response how they were enabled to make the next step in automation. And the third one, that's basically the circle around the customer relation. It's also a great example from the States where one of our customers really identified digitization and better customer service with digital touchpoint as a differentiator and also competitive advantage. He's really heavily promoting the ultimate print buying experience by offering an order portal, by enabling the customer for self-placement of the orders, to visualize right up front how the final product will look like. And so he really promotes better customer service to differentiate. And I really like that one. The CEO of this company changed the signature to the ultimate print buying experience. So in summary, with our smart factory approach, we are trying to address today's challenges we discuss, and we always try to think one step further. And we make this accessible for our customers. The software portfolio, the services, always with the goal in mind to achieve peak performance for their business, with better customer experience, better businesses, and resulting better profits.
Great, thank you very much, Michael. I think that's a good summary of what you're talking about here when you talk about smart factory. I just want to leave us on this slide because I think this sums up everything, doesn't it? This is the slide that explains what Durst are talking about here in terms of creating a complete solution, a circle, a 360-degree circle around the business. So just for anyone who's listening and trying to understand how this would fit, are you basically saying once you become a Durst customer and you have Durst technology in your business, then Durst as a business want to work with you to spread that further, to create this full circle?
Yeah, right. So basically, the software offering is not only limited to those customers,
Right.
of
Okay.
those customers with the printing machine. That's open for everyone.
Right.
It depends on the customer. One of them are approaching us and say, "Hey, my biggest burden is how to create automation," and they start with ERP system implementation. Other ones are saying, "Can you help me to make the step into online sales?"
Sure.
So it depends where the customer comes from. But basically, you're right. We want to help our customer to get the holistic solutions.
Sure.
It's not, the customer is not forced to use all the components of our software portfolio. Of course, the tightest integration you get if you take the complete, but you can also select the modules. You can integrate it with software you already have in place. So it always depends the best solution on the situation of the customer.
Sure, and I guess for them, this is about kind of, helping them to sleep at night, to solve problems for them, isn't it? It's, if as a printer you've got several parts of your business operating, you've bought different bits of technology in, is this sort of challenge of integrating everything together. In essence, what you're saying is, look, we can help you pull that together and create a much more efficiently managed organization.
Yeah, right. That was also the subtitle, a smooth path to peak performance. We are always looking to make it as easy and as easy and as efficient as possible.
Sure.
For our customer to go that way. And we are helping them wherever they are on the way. Yeah,
and that's really important, isn't it? Because clearly businesses have bought lots of bits of technology, and it might be a traditional printer with some digital equipment in there, maybe some software, and and be operating in multiple markets, maybe packaging, maybe wide format. It just means that you can kind of help to pull some of this together, in essence, making the technology all interconnect.
Yeah, right. So as you said, we are offering for different segments, so like large format, the labeling, and corrugated, and it's also quite interesting to see how big are the difference in the different industries. So, for example, digital printing in large format, that's state of the art. There's no discussion about that. If you look at corrugated, and it's quite new, fresh technology where they really are thinking, how the hell can I feed a machine with all the sortments I need to get the best out of the inkjet printing technology? And I think we have a lot of experience from the different segments, from really industrial production, the label segment and corrugated, to all the burden you have to overcome for digitalized production in large format. And we can share these experiences, of course, between the industries. And I think it's also...
As a business, so, you've always been about innovation and technology, and this is kind of important, isn't it? That you continue to be market leading and driving change, if that makes sense, in the market and with your customers, and also with new customers, with prospective customers. You want to say, look, let's start the story at this point and take you on that journey to greater performance, or peak performance you do talk about. Yeah. So I think that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's really at the heart of Durst. That's Durst reinvented itself several times. It's always looking what's coming next. Durst doesn't try to follow the market. It tries to shape more the market and send also the trends. And this was also really important to me when I decided to join Durst, that I'm working for a customer where you are really, it's high-end products, where you drive innovation, where you almost looking for the next step you can go with the products and also with our customers.
Yeah, and also, you know, as you said yourself at the beginning, you came from BMW, you know, who had challenges in their own right, looking at smart technology, trying to understand. And this is, you know, this is interesting personally for you, I guess, because it's just, you know, another company who really takes this sort of thing seriously and is working towards something for, you know, its customers that is kind of special.
Yeah, right. So I think the challenges are quite similar. The big difference, in my opinion, is that BMW that offer products for the end consumer, and here we are more in the B2B world. But
Sure.
Nevertheless, I'm absolutely convinced that all the experience we make from the B2C world will come into B2B. So if you use Netflix, you just one click away is the content you want. That's also where we have to strive for in the B2B. Why it must be more complex in the B2B world than the B2C. And I think that's something we will work on in the next years to make the experience of digitalization as convenient as it is in a consumer world. Yeah,
no, I think that makes sense. I guess if we, you know, if someone's listening to this thinking a bit about that term smart factory, that it's kind of a big idea, isn't it? Everyone believes that, you know, efficiency comes from this smart factory. And I guess what you're trying to say is, look, you know, we can help you get there. It's not as big or as complex as it might seem.
Yeah, right. A smart factory, only as word, that's just a buzzword.
Yeah,
And what I tried a little bit to explain how it could look like in reality. What could be the steps you can go to achieve this goal, to strive for the automation, to strive for this peak performance for the entire company. So, I think the step-by-step process. That's our approach we are following now. But as our customers have to evolve, also our offering and our services have to evolve too. And I think that's never ends. That's a journey we are now making together with the entire market, with our customers, how to go step by step towards the vision of a complete smart factory.
Michael, thank you very much. I think we're just coming to the point of wrapping up now. Really appreciate you taking time out of your vacation, your holiday, to be with us. So thank you very much for that. Looks beautiful, by the way.
Thanks. It is.
I'm sure it is. Is there any final point you'd like to make? As people, you know, if people want to get in contact with you, the information is all on the conference program. You're obviously driving this project. So is there anything you'd like to say, sort of final comment?
Yeah, we are always eager to learn also from our customers. So we are quite happy to go with a customer in a discussion how they see their personal vision for the smart factory and how it fits together. So I'm really interested in to be in close interaction with our customers. So feel free to reach out to our subsidiary or also to myself. So if there's any thoughts to share, the thoughts, I'm happy to discuss.
Brilliant. Thank you, Michael. Really appreciate that. It's been excellent speaking to you. Hope that's given people a flavour of what Durst are looking at with their smart factory, and hope to catch up with you again. Thank you very much, Michael. You have a good holiday.
Yeah, thank you, Fraser.